All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Hape here at this awesome truck show, man. This is a lot of history, folks. Look at the size of that sleeper on there. That is huge. It says a Kentucky trailer. Ray Fordowski. There's an old Pete. Excuse me. There's another International Harvester. 1977. Cadott, Wisconsin. Another KW. It says Roca. That has a livestock trailer on the back for hauling cows and stuff. Ford LTL 300. There's an old GMC. That's probably got a Detroit diesel in that, because General Motors owned Detroit. Han from Ripon. Another Han transport. He's got a payload on here. He's got a couple old trucks on the back here. Look at that snub-nosed Ford on there. That thing is cool. He's probably going to be working on it. Notice how it says diesel on the side of that. That's some cool stuff, folks. This is an amazing truck show. Today is the last day here down in Madison. So if you get a chance, check it out. There's another Diamond T. That's a Dodge. You don't see a lot of Dodge semis. And there's a white Constructor, folks. Look at the size of that thing. That is huge. That's heavy duty. And this is the white Road Boss. And it says Kramer on the side. Kramer Garage. That's pretty cool. Notice how this is a cab over without a sleeper. How narrow that is, the cab. Another Kenworth. Another beautiful Peterbilt. Oh, Fox Lake, Wisconsin.
Maybe his.
There's another Smeedable. That's interesting too. Look at the size of that thing. That's a white, folks. Western Star. Zachary family, Ottawa, Illinois. And he's got the Case tractors on there, 3 of them. Case collectors. Oh, that's cool. Now there is a Survivor truck, folks. It's a 1958 Peterbilt. The paint, the original patina on this truck. It's pretty cool. Bet you it still runs and drives. Them old diesels, they're different than gas. There's a Suburban. It's got a KW. This guy's in there working on it. Rick Martin Transport. That's cool. It's that map. Westfield. There's an older cab over with a sleeper. Overnight service to ETHS truck shows. KW. It's a big show, folks. It's amazing. I don't know if you've ever been to one in Waupun. This kind of dwarfs that. But Waupun was good for what it was. You take pride in their vehicles, folks. It's a nice map. You can, folks, please like and subscribe. I need subscribers. I got all this content. I got all this stuff on layaway. I need to eventually start making some money doing this. I haven't made any money yet. It takes time, folks. There's an old white. It says compact on there. Feeling. There's Chevy vans here. International. It's kind of interesting. This one says back in black, this map. That all rhymes. A KW, look at the size of that bumper on there for protection. It's a nice old International. What does that say? 47. Look at this thing. This is really unique. It says U.S. Army on there. 18th Engineering Brigade. Oh, maybe it was. Government can afford expensive stuff. A 1944 Diamond T. Look at the winch setup on there, folks. That's powerful. You need that to, and actually you could probably run a belt off this on there. All right, that's cool.
SON? Yeah, Wanda Peterson comes up, that's it.
It looks like an old water truck. 1947 Diamond T. Is this your international?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Thank you.
What are you running for a motor?
350 Cummins.
Cool.
Big cam.
Nice shape.
Thanks.
There's another Thermodyne Mac. Another KW, an older one in original condition. Oh, this guy's trying to sell this this bus here. It's a Greyhound. It's a 47 Hound. Did he say how much for this?
Didn't see anything. I say a green one?
It's a General Motors. It's got the
It's a 671.
671 Detroit diesel with a 4-speed rebuilt differential. Oh, this would be cool to own. Another couple old trucks there. There it is, folks. The Greyhound lines. One's out of California. Oh, there it is, the Oshkosh truck. Excuse me. You don't see a lot of those. It's the first one I've seen today, Oshkosh. There it is, folks. 4-wheel drive. We use those for special, environments, maybe some logging. And this is a Rockwood. This is a 1918 Ford truck. And it's got a Marlin pump in the back. This is cool. It's a diaphragm where they have the rubber seal on there, and that goes up and down and creates suction and pumps. And an old hit and miss that's running. That's cool. That's running that pump. And it's a stove manufacturing. No guards, folks. Just don't be a screw up on there. The old wood interior and stuff. And there's a little made in USA. That's pretty cool. Old school trucking, Eden, Wisconsin. He's got his semi here stretched out, turned into a camper. It's kind of cool. It's a 82 Freightliner, 3406 Cat, 13-speed air ride. Queen size bed. It's very unique. Yeah. And there's the Dodge Power Wagon. It's inspired the new Power Wagons of today, folks. Look at the winch in front. Heavy duty bumper, folks. Nice. I love to have a Power Wagon. An older one. I had a chance at the time back in 1976, but I was too stupid to see the vision of the future of these trucks. There's another Diamond T. Original condition. KW. Look at how long this setup is with that huge sleeper. This is for sale. A 2002 Kenworth. No price. Can't afford it. Pepsi Pete. Ideal Fruit Market. David's Circom. Jackson, Michigan. They come from all over, folks. This is a big part of a lot of these truckers' lives and stuff. It's an old Pete on the trailer.
Yeah. There is no book.
There's another one of those rare Dodge semis. You don't see a lot of those.
Orange one ahead, mother. Oh, there's like none on your side. On the flip side, there's orange right there.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
Good. Great show here. International Transport. They're running Peterbilts. Okay. There's another one with 3 case tractors on. Rochester, Minnesota. There's an old case dump truck. Well, they used it for asphalt the way it looks. Plug Farms. Cattle trucks. It's a nice looking truck there, Peterbilt. You see he's got the cleaner right here. He's taking care of this. 65 Pete. You wouldn't think it'd be that old. That looks real nice. This guy's actually got a load on here he's hauling. Snow plows, it looks like. This is kind of interesting. Daily and Wanzer Movers, weekly trips to Florida. Yeah, people from Massachusetts. Yeah, a lot of people moved to Florida. There's Johnny. He's got the John Deere colors on it, and he's loaded up with John Deere's. Avoca, Michigan. John Deere equipment. Interesting colors on that one. 2006 Pete. This one's got the original patina on it. Some Beautiful trucks, folks. Eagle River, Minnesota. It's interesting how they have those high stacks on there. It's kind of interesting on here because it's got this Coors trailer on here. This is, I don't know, nice conventional, they call them, of the KW. That's kind of funny. A car. I think is that a Tornado? I'm not sure. Bulldog Airlines. Legacy of leadership. It's got the Mac thing on there. 67 Cadillac Eldorado. Okay, I was wrong. They made what they call the Baritz models. There's an old International pickup with a camper and another Ford. They're trucks, folks. This is the truck show. The legend, it says there on there. There's another old Dodge. It says NASA on that truck that Peterbilt. It does have the military colors on the side. That's a nice looking Pete. Those colors look good on that. Big Red, it says. 1990 GMC. 73 Chevrolet Titan 90. It's a nice Chevy truck. But I had to go over and check out this truck over here, this Hendrickson dump truck. Construction Services, New Lenox, Illinois. Look at how long the front end is on there. It's got a huge motor in there, folks. Beautiful. Roy Rees Arc Welding. Oh, a mobile welding truck. That's cool. It's an International Harvester, folks. 1957 welding truck. That's how they did it. They got the gas tanks on the side and stuff. The windows broke. He doesn't care. It's what it is. It's special. Okay, this is kind of a cool truck here too. That's another Hendrickson. Some of the Hendricksons came with the 12-cylinder Detroit diesel. They called it the Buzzin' Dozen. 61 Henderson. Soup. Look at the size of those tires. Heavy duty, folks. Yes. And there's another Diamond T flatbed. This is kind of interesting. This truck hauled more cattle than John Wayne rounded up in his movies. A Daggett. Crazy. International. This is old. You can tell by those wheels. Those are the early wheel design. It's 1931 IH. He's got some old ones here. This is International. There's an old military truck. That's a Wrecker, 1942 Federal.